It's a new week.
Happy new week.
Welcome to my show. With Kate
First
and
of all,
Sam.
I feel like some of us are still at the parties over the weekend.
Which one did you go to?
Ooh, can I say that live on television? I don't know, but just...
You better not. I feel like kids watch this show.
Sunday service, a really good service.
What happened after?
What? The way you're looking, she's like broadcast office. What happened after?
You know, like we're actually serious broadcast journalists.
Can we talk about how you guys are looking good? You obviously rested this weekend.
Oh, yeah.
This look at Kevin, wow.
Don't mention.
They must be paying you guys heavy.
Happy New Week, ladies
same as
and gentlemen, and welcome to Take 3. Of course they are. My name is Kate D, and if you think the entertainment industry will one day take a break from the glamour and controversies, then you might need to check again and maybe check your BP as well. Today, one of the many conversations we're having is about the business side of music, the contracts, the royalties, and artist rights. So if you are an artist, an aspiring musician, or simply a music lover, do you really know what you're signing? Well, let's get in class.
Oh, well, I am definitely sat for this conversation. Of course, I am Sam Dandy. Away from the business of music, a personal allegation involving David Martin's wife, Alicia Daniela, has sparked serious conversations online after she alleged domestic violence. Now, we'll take a closer look at the claims and the reactions that they have generated. It's everywhere on socials. But moving from that, our cruise control, Morayo, is sharing her thoughts on marriage and money. When money and love is sweet, let's not lie. Which do you think is most important in a relationship? Money, ego, kudi, what again, owo, or love, Ife? Keffe D, which is it for you?
I'm wondering why I've just been dragged into this conversation.
I think she picked love.
Prematurely.
She's wearing red.
I will tell you what my thoughts are. Don't mind these two. I'll tell you what my thoughts are when we get to that part of the conversation. I'm a Keffe D Jane. I need you to forget everything you thought you knew about Rema's look.
What?
Because Baby Boy has switched things up.
Remy boy.
And social media is having a field day. From the fashion choices to the reactions, we'll show you what has everyone talking. So you know what to do. Keep those opinions coming. Send your takes to the WhatsApp number on your screen right now and drop your comments on YouTube. Let's get straight to E-News. We're not diving, we're just into it.
On entertainment news, singer Omah Lay has opened up about his decision to stop trying to quit smoking. Speaking in a recent podcast interview with DJ Dan, Omah Lay revealed that he had tried to quit smoking several times but found himself struggling with the habit. The so-so crooner said he has now accepted his faith as a smoker, stressing that he's eventually gonna die one day regardless of his habit. Omah Lay said smoking also gives him artificial happiness and a sense of rebellion because weed is illegal in Nigeria. His comments have renewed conversations about his relationship with smoking and the challenges associated with breaking the habit. It was a dramatic weekend in the Big Brother Naija Season 11 house as Kamsi became the third housemate to be evicted while Neche withdrew from the competition. Kamsi's eviction came during Sunday night's live eviction show, bringing her time on the Show Yourself season to an end. Shortly after the eviction show, Neche, who was the head of house of the week, gathered her fellow housemates in the lounge and announced that she has decided to leave the show voluntarily. She didn't disclose the reason for her decision, leaving the other housemates surprised and emotional. Afrobeat superstar Davido has publicly called out Dayo Israel, the youth leader of the All Progressive Congress, after a post on social media gave the singer credit for influencing the Osun governorship election's outcome. Israel had claimed that Davido played a significant role in the election, suggesting the singer brought key people into the campaign. The comments did not sit well with the music star, who fired back sharply online. Davido described Nigerian politics as evil and expressed his frustration over the situation. He insisted that whatever support he gave was personal, motivated guided by family loyalty and done entirely on his own terms. His comments have since generated reactions across social media. Celebrity blogger Perez Hilton remains hospitalized and receiving inpatient mental health treatment following a health crisis earlier this month. According to his family, Hilton is being cared for by doctors and mental health professionals while his website prepares to resume regular celebrity news coverage. TMZ reports the police responded to his home on August 4th following a reported suicide attempt, after which he was taken to the hospital for treatment. Hollywood actress Anne Hathaway has been honored as a Disney legend. The actress became emotional while accepting the recognition and described herself as one of the most insanely lucky people in the world. The honor recognizes her contribution to Disney, particularly through her iconic role as Mia Thermopolis in The Princess Diaries. Marvel's Spider-Man Brand New Day has crossed the $2 billion mark worldwide, reaching the milestone just 3 weeks after its release. The achievement placed the film amongst the fastest movies to reach the landmark at the global box office and adds another major success to the Spider-Man franchise. That's all on Entertainment News.
Welcome back. You're still watching Take 3, and we're so happy to have updated you on the latest happenings in the world of entertainment. Thank you very much, Sam. I see what you're doing behind the scenes.
I mean, you're the one looking gorgeous on screen. I gotta,
Thank you.
You know, just a little bit.
Appreciate that, 100%. Okay, now almost 30 years after the death of hip-hop icon Tupac Shakur, the long-awaited trial into his murder is set to begin today in Las Vegas. The rapper was killed in a drive-by shooting in September 1996, and for decades, questions surrounding his death have remained unanswered. Now, Duane Keffe D. Davis, the only person charged in connection with Tupac's killing, is finally facing trial.
The court is expected to begin proceedings at about 5:30 WAT today, 17th August 2026, with footage from outside the courthouse available earlier. We'll be following the proceedings closely and bringing you the major developments as this long-running case takes another significant step forward.
Yeah, and as you can see, I mean, that's the live feed right there, the exterior of the courthouse where the trial is going to begin later in about an hour, 30 minutes from now. So we're going to bring you all the updates. Yeah, we definitely will be doing that one. I mean, I can't wait for whatever comes out of all of this.
It's like we're finally going to get answers.
True, we did talk about this last week, so we're just hoping to see progress. And, you know, what is eventually reached, whether it will be private or public matter, we after.
We'll see about that. Well, of course, you're still watching Take 3. Now, remember that you can be a part of all of our conversations. Drop a message on WhatsApp and on YouTube. In the meantime, we'll go on a very quick break. We'll be right back. Stay with us. All right, welcome back. You're still watching Take 3. Now, again, remember that you can be a part of the conversation. In fact, you should be a part of all of our conversations.
Let them know.
We want to hear you.
Yes, 100%. Drop a comment on YouTube, and you can also send us a message on WhatsApp. The number is on your screen right now. Now, moving on into our first conversation for the day. In an industry where one hit song can change an artist's life overnight, the contract behind that song can determine who actually benefits from the success. From record deals and publishing to masters, royalties, streaming income, producer splits, and exit clauses, understanding the fine print has never been more important. Now, joining us is entertainment lawyer Adora Nwachukwu, who will help us break down what every artist should know before signing away the rights to their music. Adora, thank you for joining us today.
Welcome.
Thank you. Thank you very much.
Thank you for being here. Now, let's start with the basics, right? When an emerging artist is offered a record label, you know, or a gig, as we may say, a deal, what are the 5 things that they absolutely must understand before putting pen to paper?
So if I understand your question correctly, you want to know the 5 things that an artist needs to know and bear in mind before they can go ahead to sign the contract.
Yes, and if there is more, please.
We hear a lot of these deals that they sign.
It seems like every year somebody comes to complain that they're not giving me my money and I don't know what I signed.
What did they miss?
So obviously an artist is an artist that knows all about music. They don't really know the legal side of things. So I don't really blame them. But then it's very simple. Just get an entertainment lawyer to look through your contract before you sign it. You can't they give you a paper and you go ahead and sign it. It doesn't work that way. You have to know the content. So I think that's the main issue. So if you say 5 things that they need to know before they sign the contract, I'd say have an entertainment lawyer, know some terms that you need to avoid, and, don't sign in a haste. Make sure you know where you stand and what you want, stuff like that.
When you say that, my mind was thinking, there are some people out there probably watching, they're young, and they're thinking, how do I afford an entertainment lawyer? That's their first thought, So how can they skip that hurdle?
Okay, so it's really not that expensive, to be honest. If you have a cousin or if you have an uncle who is a lawyer, the person can help you go through it. But if you don't have any of these people, lawyers can charge as low as maybe 150, depending when you come nicely to the person. So I always suggest you go for an entertainment lawyer, but most times any lawyer can, generally get the thing. Yeah.
Okay.
And I mean, if you say that price, because I'm wondering, 50K, 100K, to say the list, right? And it's a one-time thing. It's not.
It's a one-time thing, totally. Yeah. Yeah, unlike the music industry where someone can put something in perpetuity or something you have to keep collecting. Lawyers are careful to do that because there's the NBA. We have our own group that will come for you if you try anything silly like that.
Okay.
Yeah.
Okay.
Love it. We hear, a lot of artists typically hear royalties, and everybody assumes that if my song should hit millions, right, then money must be flowing into my account. Like I must be getting it. But can you help, put it in layman terms? What are royalties? And where do artists commonly lose money? Where's the money coming from? Are they making money? How are they losing money?
Okay, I want to start by mentioning the fact that I think artists they're not educated enough about these things. Royalties, the fact that you make music and it goes viral, you're supposed to get something, but the fact that you see $100K from that song doesn't mean $100K should enter your account. There's a lot that goes on. You have to deduct, cost of everything before you get your percentage, and also your percentage depends on how much you guys have agreed upon in the contract. So your question is, what is royalty? So royalty is the income, layman terms, royalty is the income that is proceeds of the exploitation of your music. Yes.
Okay, so talking about ownership of this song now, for example, somebody has a hit song.
Yeah.
Let's use Slick, for example.
Yes.
Like that one. I'm going to say your body now meets pie, but go on. Slick is good.
I love it too, don't worry.
Let's use Slick, for example.
Yeah.
Who owns the song? The artist, the person who wrote the song, the person who recorded the song, or the producer?
Okay, so when people ask this question, it sounds like there's a big deal that's supposed to be behind it, but it's very simple. What did we agree upon in the contract? It's just simple that way. Before we made a contract, before we made this song, there's something called a split sheet. Split sheet is where you write, this is the person that owns the masters, this is how much goes to the person. It's just as simple as that. So far as you have a split sheet and you have a contract, there's almost not going to be any issue unless the other person is acting out of ignorance. But the contract is what actually binds the parties. It's simple.
Okay, so where are they now getting it wrong? Because every 5 market day, like the usually says,
we'll just see disputes. Everybody say money they did not take from me, money they did not give me.
Yes.
There's just a lot.
Yeah.
So what do they take? What happens in those cases? What can we learn from these disputes?
Okay, so a pattern I have noticed, which is very consistent in these issues, is the fact that most of them, when they are trying to blow up, they are very hungry and desperate for fame and success. So they tend to sign contracts that they don't even understand. They don't know the details of. So that's why in future there's now an issue. And then the guy is like, I mean, it's there, you saw it. But then the person is like, confused and stuff. So I think the problem is signing contracts they don't know of. Yeah. So I don't know what the issue with King Madi, I don't know the details, but I definitely know for sure that if there's a contract that stipulates something and you signed it, it's binding to you.
Right. I want to bring this home because we're talking, Afrobeats, we're talking King Madi, we're talking these allegations, but I also want to learn, what's the difference between owning, publishing and owning your masters? Because they start to break it down.
The English is usually very big.
Easy.
Help us.
Okay, so when you make a music, the master's recording is the one you record and sing in the studio, the original one.
Oh, okay.
That is the master's. So that's the one you remake. That's the one you use for sync, or if you want to, if a movie, let me break it down. If a movie, for example, wants to use your music in their song, it's that masters they need. So let's just say masters is the original copy.
Okay.
Yes, the one the recording artist made in the studio. So the masters is the most valuable. That's like basically your intellectual property.
And owning that will now again go back to what you signed in the contract, because it can be that even though it's your voice, it's your master, it's you that, but it's...
If it is you that did this and did that, and you have signed away your rights, in that contract, you said, the masters, I don't want, give it to somebody else.
I have to do the work.
It is binding on you.
Oh my.
I mean, there are other things you can do, like go to court, ADR, but ordinarily, it's binding. It's
Okay,
binding on you.
what I want to ask, because we've seen a lot of cases where a manager owns the masters, a record label, blah, blah, blah.
Yeah.
Why do artists sign away their masters? We saw it with Taylor Swift, and she couldn't buy hers back, so she basically re-recorded her entire catalog. So why would an artist give someone else? Why would they sell rights to your masters?
It still goes back to the contracts we spoke of. Most times they don't do it intentionally. They're not aware of it. They don't even know. They hide these things in clauses. And then if you don't read it properly or get an entertainment lawyer to look at it, it just happens. So I don't think there's any artist in their sane mind that will sign away their masters. It's usually in the contracts you signed away without knowing.
Okay, so let me take you up on that.
But she said
Since
something.
you mentioned clauses, right? What are some of the biggest red flags you've seen in some of these clauses?
Oh, the one I hate the most is in perpetuity. In perpetuity just means that when somebody's supposed to take money from a contract, maybe if the record label is supposed to take a certain percentage, if you say it's in perpetuity, it means it's to keep going. It's keep going in cycle. I find that very unfair, because do you own the person's life to be getting in perpetuity?
Basically, as long as that song is in the airwaves.
Even if he dies, actually.
Yes.
Even if you die,
As long as the music is
money.
still playing, the record label is making money.
Exactly. So in perpetuity should be one. Another one is no audit rights. So no audit rights just basically says that you can't go back to audit what the record label has given you. For example, I usually include audit rights in my contracts because you need to be able to go back and say, okay, the record label paid me 1 million from this song. Is it 1 million that the report says? Is it, you need to be able to go back, recalculate, look at the details, the distribution, everything that the record label has given you should be able to go back and recalculate and check. So if there's no audit rights, you won't be able to do that. Yeah.
One other thing we've noticed, again, with all these disputes is, whether it's someone saying they were not credited enough, they didn't get enough compensation. We've had songs that were big, and meanwhile, the songwriter maybe collected 50,000 naira, and the song has gone further. How, in that case, would someone properly get compensation if you feel you were not properly compensated about producing or writing, maybe?
Okay. If I get your question right, you want to know what the person can do if you think you weren't properly compensated.
Right.
Okay, so I need people to know the difference between unfair and illegal. If something is unfair, it's between me, you, and your conscience. There's nothing you can do about it.
Wow.
But if it's illegal, it is against the law. You can go to court, ADR, you can fight for your rights. That's what Charlie Poppy is doing right now. He's trying to go to court. So there's nothing like if I wasn't properly compensated. I mean, what did our contract say? What did we agree on? I told you I'll give you 10%, you agreed. So why are you changing your mouth now? Yeah, so I mean, you accepted the little percentage, so why are you complaining now? Yeah, so it all boils down to what the contract says.
That is a sign that watch these contracts.
It all boils down to what the contract says.
Read the fine line.
We're still going to have more conversations about this. Adora is still with us. In the meantime, we have to go on a very quick break. We'll be right back. Stay with us. But remember that you can be a part of this conversation. You have a question for Adora, please send them in on WhatsApp and on YouTube. We'll be right back. All right, thank you for staying with us. Welcome back. You're still watching Take 3. Adora Nwachukwu is still with us, who is an entertainment lawyer, and we're talking the business side of music. Now, when an artist accuses a label of unpaid royalties or contract breach or whatnot, what must they prove legally to win the case? Bearing in mind that lately, we've had various cases.
A lot.
Even the Mr. P's, the Mr. P and Co.
Oh my God.
Peter and Paul, King Maddie and Co. You know,
I think
Now we
it's
have
about to be
Shava,
around-
Charlie Poppy.
Davido said he's about to talk too, so maybe a lot.
I think I was just joking though.
I don't think so.
I can't wait for David's.
Yeah, a lot of people are speaking up now. Okay, so your question is...
What must they do to legally win? You know?
Okay. All right, so what must they do before so they can legally win?
Yeah.
So firstly, you need to refer back to your contract, what was put in the contract, and then you check if anything in the contract has been breached. Breach of contract, obviously. Then you go to court. If the court awards you and say awards you and you win, then of course they can give you your damages.
So everything is all about the contract.
Hey!
Like, you know, that's the same thing should be saying.
Oh my
Because
God.
I'm wondering, it's happening with the old generation, the older generation, and even the new cats as well. So
Yes.
is it that there is no teaching in place, or there is no lesson in place, or people are just being dubious and greedy and mischievous? I'm trying to...
I think it's a bit of both.
They want to break the clause, pass through the clauses, break
I'm trying to understand.
I'm sorry, but
it.
I think it's a bit of both, Sha. But I don't know what you think.
I started by saying that I think they're not sensitized enough. People need to, they don't take information seriously. You need to know. So, I mean, he who asserts must prove. If you're claiming that something has been breached, if you go to court, you prove it, you show your contracts and where you think it's been breached. I think one of it is that he said they forged his signature. That's very huge. I mean, if that really happened, it's crazy. Somebody's definitely getting a term. So, yeah.
You know, why are we talking about this? This is not just something that happens here in Nigeria. You know, and for different reasons, people have signed contracts. And I'm a huge fan of John Bellion. And it was a surprise to me that I remember he stopped releasing solo music back in 2019 because according to this, he was trapped in an unfavorable, lopsided record and touring contract. So not just for the music was making, but even for touring. Now he revealed that his advance repayments relied only on hard ticket sales. So, I mean, these contracts could really vary from a lot of things.
Exactly. That's why, again, entertainment lawyer, because you might read it yourself, you might not see it. ChatGPT might go through it, I might not see it.
Hey.
You had that.
You need an entertainment lawyer. Even sometimes a lawyer who doesn't do entertainment might see it and maybe not get some things. That's why I said entertainment lawyer.
Wow.
Yes.
Okay, so that means that the likes of Charlie Poppy, Shay Vibes, T.I. Blaze, King Maddie, I mean, the P-Squares are still in court. The X, the Funk P-Square, they are in
The
court.
Okoye
want them
brothers. No,
back.
they're not that peaceful. We have to refer to them as the Okoye brothers.
Okay.
At this point,
So that means everybody should go to court or go back and check their contract.
Absolutely.
yes.
Know
what it
what
comes
you are
down to.
signing. Before
Exactly.
you put pen to paper, come and meet Adora
Our friends.
and others.
But let me say, finally, if you could give every young artist, right, advice before signing, besides this contract, anything else that they should be, you know, planning ahead, looking forward to just...
Yes, I sensitize people all the time on my TikTok. You need to, if you are an upcoming artist watching this, I need you to know that that record label that has approached you for that deal, it means they see something in you. So don't feel too anxious to sign away your rights, you need to make sure you get an entertainment lawyer to look through your contract. And also, if anybody is trying to rush you in a haste to sign something, just know that there's something they don't want you to see. So yeah, just make sure you get an entertainment lawyer to see your contract. So far as that person saw you, they saw something in you that another person can see. So don't be in a rush. You're the talent. Because tomorrow when you have fame, you now start calling that your born, insulting the person. Yeah, so
Is that rush?
Yeah.
Because
It's the hunger.
It's the it's the Nigerian economy.
You know what I
Yes.
would say is that artists like singers and all of that, find side hustle. Find something else that is
Yeah.
actually putting food on your table. It reduces the hunger and it reduces the chances of exploitation. If you know, so that if they say, oh, we're not signing if you don't give us our masters, you know that there's food on your table, there's food at
Exactly.
home.
Yeah.
If not, you come and be tweeting because there's nothing we can do.
Oh my
we can't
God.
do anything for them.
We
The ones
want
that are
you to
tweeting.
shout.
I am just exhausted.
Exactly.
We're just
Where is
using
it when
our
you
data to
find
say,
it?
hey, yeah, we cannot do more than that.
But of course, Adora Nwachukwu, entertainment lawyer, thank you so much
Thank
for
you
coming
so
on
much.
Take
Thank you for
Three
having me.
Hanging
today.
out with us.
We'll have you some other time.
All right,
You look
thank you.
absolutely gorgeous.
Yes.
Thank you.
Thank you for being here.
Thank you.
All right. Of course, you're still watching Take Three. We'll go on a very quick break. We'll be right back. Stay with us.
Thank you for being a part of the show. Of course, you are still watching Take Three. Remember, please send your message. Wow, we're having way too much in the studio. But the next conversation, I be like, I go off my glasses. Make our
Okay,
fast.
Sam, because you know the next conversation is not for me and Kate, it's really
Hey.
for Sam.
No, stop.
Take it away.
Take it away, Sam Ojo.
You must have seen the details, but I'll give it to you. Wedding photographer David Martins, whose public brand is built around documenting love, weddings, and relationships, is facing serious allegations from his wife, Alicia Daniela. In a series of social media posts circulating online, Alicia says that she has decided to speak publicly after what she describes as years of physical, verbal, and spiritual abuse. She alleges that the most serious incidents occurred while she was caring for their infant son, including an incident on May the 7th, 2026, which she says fundamentally changed her life. Alicia alleged that she experienced repeated physical violence and says her infant was present during some of the incidents. She also describes what she says was a prolonged period of isolation, fear, and emotional manipulation, claiming that she was reluctant to speak because of her husband's public reputation and the perception of others, of course, will have of their marriage. She further alleges that she made reports to the Lagos Police Gender Unit, the United States Embassy, and the Canadian Embassy, and says the matters remain open. Now, those claims are part of her public account and should not be treated as independent verification without confirmation from, of course, relevant authorities themselves. But people have been on socials talking about it. Alicia also says that she possesses photographs and video evidence relating to her allegations and indicates that she intends to show some of that material publicly.
Which she has.
She has, in fact, people who have seen it, videos. This is a
Samuel, yes, please.
It's a
no,
hard
I have
pill
to call
to
you Samuel for
swallow.
this conversation. Please.
I mean, I
talk
feel
to
like
us.
for this, I mean, being a man or a woman hearing about this, is heavy.
Yeah.
Especially if, God forbid, you know the people who are suffering through such a thing. And that would be the case here. As much as I would want to claim like I've never seen any of it in my life, and this is just public conversation, you don't want to hear. It's like, you know what?
wanna be associated
Like, let me pack my hair. I didn't know them more. But, yeah. How do I say that I do know them? How do I say that this man took my wedding photos as well? How do I say that, we got the information from his wife and it was just incredibly hard to swallow.
It is.
But
God.
reading the messages, because there were a lot of it on her post, and she did say at this morning there were over 100,000, because blogs have taken it as well. What were your thoughts when you read through it?
I thought, what a contradiction. Because you go to his photography page and you see the most beautiful. Like, it's one of those things where you open his page and you're like, whoa, who are these people? Like, just, you're capturing such delicate moments and it's almost like every week or every other week, he watches people profess undying love to each other and goes home and, I mean, according to her, goes home and just does the unthinkable. You know, so it's really, really hard to wrap our heads around. Obviously, I would say it's a developing story because, I mean, it just really broke on the internet over the weekend. So I'm guessing we're seeing how this unfolds. We don't know if he's going to release a statement. We've not heard his side of the story.
Yeah.
So all of this is really just allegations, even if Alicia has put out pictures and videos to corroborate her story.
We're gonna
it's just it's very jarring.
It is. We're going to take reactions, but I was going to ask this. You know, like Academy had said, his side of the story. And that's something that people maybe don't talk about a lot. You know, you want to, it's almost like first to report, first to 9 day, you know. So in these cases, how do we properly say, okay, you know what, I want to support the victim, but at the same time, I want to, should I wait for the other party? Should we? Because now all of our socials, it's now like, how could this truly be this man's life?
Yes.
When truly you are a person who talks about love and documents love in a successful career.
And I think that's one of the hardest parts as far as I'm concerned, because I always like to hear the other side of the story, except for Peter Okoye. I said I want to be wicked, but yeah, you know. So I'm not sure if he would come out and say anything about this. Maybe not yet, maybe later. But based off of the information we have right now, it's really hard.
It's not looking too good.
It's very, very hard, especially with the pictures and the videos that she posted. It's like a giveaway, you know, for the case or for whatever allegations is going on right now. And because she mentioned that there were witnesses. Her
We
family,
did see a tweet from
and then there was
a neighbor.
who tweeted about this situation. And the neighbor was even very scared because according to the neighbor, the parents also had the case of domestic violence with the balcony and everything. So when she saw her, according to the tweet, that when she saw on the balcony, she was like, oh my God, I hope this is not the same thing that is happening to my mom, that happened to my mom is about to happen to this lady. You know, so it's very, very scary. And I think it still brings us back to, please, when we see the signs, please take action. Please take action. Whether there is love at home or not. Like people say,
there's love at home. Sometimes there's no love at home, but
even when there is
run
no
away.
love at home, please take action. Yes, even she put it in a post that, oh, people might think that it's so easy to leave. It might be very hard to leave, but think about you first. She is out now telling her story. If she was in the grave,
Exactly. Some didn't get a
this
chance
might
to.
probably not come out.
Some people never got the chance to.
And the child, the infant, very young boy.
I'm so glad that she didn't wait till that child. Because I mean, I think the child is still under a year old.
Yes.
So I feel like this is a safe time. Call it a day.
So before it gets to a position or a point where we'll start wearing black and all of that, when it's time to leave, please just, yes, it might be hard. We don't pray to ever be in that situation. We're not in that situation. We don't know how the person is feeling. We don't know what's going through their heads. You love this person. This person is somebody that you really love and care about. I mean, you said yes to spend the rest of your life with this person.
Right.
You love the person. That's why you would do that, you know? So if it gets to that point, please leave. And to all the people, too, that you have seen it now. Allegations, yes. We've not heard from the other side, yes. But you have seen it now that, okay, this person has this type of record for now. And you are in the DM saying limp, and the boy fine.
We're going to take reactions to this because they both are gorgeous-looking people. So I don't know. In this world, the world is interesting. We've seen serial killers go to prison, and then people are sending love letters. Wow, I love you.
Yes.
So I don't know what it is with the world we're living in, but we're going to take reactions on the conversation. And I think we've established it. We don't support violence in any form. As Take 3, as members of, in fact, News Central Television, we don't believe in any form of violence, let alone domestic. And this is not just against women, against men as well.
Yes.
There's no reason whatsoever to abuse your partner who you claim to love
If you're tired,
emotionally, physically, or financially. Knowing well that you are taking from this person and that they have no other means, it's kind of like the heights of wickedness.
I like that you mentioned it because I just saw a video before we came on air, a guy whose babe was abusing him, like throwing chairs, bottles, and all that.
And threatening that I would tell people and they will not believe you, which is wild. We want to take reactions to this.
Oh, God.
Freak Niger says, ladies love cruel and wicked men more.
Excuse me?
The possibility of a genuine guy in the picture when she chose this man is 100, but you the warriors carry your cross.
You know, you didn't have to comment.
No.
I'm underscore Eddie says, what is wrong with celebs and marriage these days? Why stress the woman's life when you can't maintain a healthy life? Is that what that?
Relationship.
Okay.
Yeah.
And women, why do you ignore the red flags all because you want to answer Mrs.? This one by Miguel says, make we see evidence before we start our judgments. I'm tired of accusing people wrongly in the name of first talk. It is long conversation, but we'll see how it pans out over the coming days. We're going to move now to trending.
All right. Welcome back. You're still watching Take 3. It's time for us to get into trending. Now, Rema has once again got social media talking after sharing a series of photos alongside the release of his latest song, It's Your Body, T, 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 T. Now, his new post has sparked a wave of reactions online. With fans and netizens dissecting everything from his fashion choices to the overall aesthetic and a particular video with Alton Mason. While some have praised Rema for experimenting with his image and pushing creative boundaries, I mean, look at that. Others have taken the conversation to a completely different direction.
Oh, yeah, so.
With some social media users making speculations about his sexuality based solely on some of these pictures and the performance video with Alton. So we're going to watch the video and then you will tell us what you think about it. But of course, Rema has not made any statements concerning these speculations, and online reactions remain just that, speculation. So we're going to take a look at some of the reactions trading this post, but you can see
Sizzling.
This very nice picture. But Smolly, the underscore Smolly here says, who's that girl? Who's that girl? What's popping? Bad boy, there's no stopping. What's coming? I don't like you people.
You're so rude.
Alhaji Ayochidi says, now your body tea. Now I understand this your song. Okay, this your body tea. Mommy Maze says, we still have a long way to go in this country. Why are you all obsessed with his sexuality? It's just pictures. It's not like he's doing something with another guy. Being feminine does not make one gay, nah.
Also, I don't think those pictures are him being feminine.
Exactly.
Kombai says it's called branding. That's what works for him, and he will continue to do it.
Oh, Chim.
Log says, when person turn public figure like this, now illegal things go they happen. Why would you?
How did we get here?
Why would you say that?
How did we get here?
But do we think that we should question his sexuality?
No! Is it the first person?
See,
What?
I just like that this younger generation will not answer you for anything.
Honestly.
You know, we read a comment about Ira's, album, and someone talked about, how they sing growth. She's in talk with her sexuality. I say, inside this brother, you see sexuality inside.
Inside
I'm not surprised because Nigerians, Africans, we know how we are. You know what we think about people's looks and how they carry themselves, and there's a thin line between what people will call feminine and masculine, and we always want to draw the line and make it a conversation. But like you said, as a man who's walking out, we show you abs.
It's abs, and I'm so confused because how did you people see abs?
Should I show abs? So I should leave it in.
Respect yourself.
Sorry about
Children are watching this.
I'm sorry.
How do you see that and immediately think, he's coming out of the closet, guys?
Remy boy.
Really, Remy boy.
But wait. Is it interesting though? Wait, no, let me not bring a conversation about that. I'm just saying because, this sexuality in 2026 is a broad, but
Sam.
the Nigerian laws are the Nigerian laws, quite all right. But Of course, we're not going to expect anyone, even if he were to be any
come
other.
out and say it.
And he's not going to come out and say
Plus,
anything.
I don't actually think it'll work for his brand. Let's just be honest.
It does. Rema has been on. I mean, no, not coming out.
No, we're talking about coming out. Coming out. I don't think coming out works.
Coming out would. Let me explain to you. Nigerians will not essentially cancel. They might pretend to, but they wouldn't. Now, where is he making his money from? From Calm Down International Song and the global tours he's doing? Let's not lie. The man will make more money, more brands, because they want to, of course, have an African icon who will ever represent a cause that we stand against.
So are we saying this is a form of international recognition?
No, we don't agree with that. I just wanted to say that when I saw this picture, I immediately thought, Divine. Divine, wear your cloth.
Cover it, my friend.
Cover your body. Anywho, body coffee. Goodbye.
If women are showing it, men can show it too.
Excuse me.
What a woman can do, a man can do too.
Guys, we're gonna take this up with. We'll take this up with Sam after the show. We have loved having you. Goodbye. Bye, everybody.
What are you working out for?
We'll see you tomorrow.
Flex, say, hello, mean.
Go on, crop top.